ladies and gentlemen, give a big hand for We Should Talk.
Valentine's Day.
Wow, we were introduced as a troupe, but let us clarify the situation. I'm Zach.
I'm Barb.
And we are a married couple here in DC. We are also together in our practice as marriage counselors. We are the only marriage counselors semi-licensed in the district and certified to use the art form of improvisation as part of our practice. And that is why we're here with you. Could we hear some noise from the people who are currently in a romantic relationship right now? Maybe we have a couple here. Great. And how about people who are single? Yeah! And people who did not self-identify. That status is lethal. That is lethal. Very difficult to date when you're in that zone. We always check in with our audience to see who's where on the spectrum of single to engaged. So that we can gauge our performance. What we're going to do now is ask you for some inputs. Those inputs are going to feed our scenes. We'll be improvising as characters in scenes.
Making it up.
Making it up completely. I think like the other artists were doing earlier, but it'll be us. And then we're going to sort of break down and maybe even talk or rap about what's going on in these couples, what's going on. So let's hear from anybody who has been in a relationship, is currently in a relationship, or has had a fantasy relationship. Anybody, what are some challenges that you run into in the dating world? Things that are obstacles or barriers that you've got to work through.
Getting your parents to recognize fancy.
Okay, I heard not picking up underwear.
You can't get hard.
Get your parents to recognize that fantasy is real.
Can't get parents to recognize that the fantasy is real, and also not picking up underwear. Great, fantastic. That's more than enough. And let's go into.
Yes.
I found these panties.
Yes.
Chantilly, are you trying to tell me something?
No.
No, you left a trail of panties leading down here to the basement.
I want to be able to find my way back upstairs.
You sure you weren't trying to lure me down here?
No,
so
I'm
we could
already in a relationship, as you well know, with Randolph.
Yes. I know you think Randolph is real, Chantilly. But
You think Randolph's not real?
I know he's not.
He bought me all those underwear. He bought me all those underwears.
No, singular.
Randolph says it with an S. He's foreign.
It's not easy for me
I know.
living in this row house with you as my roommate, leaving trails of enticing underwear for me to follow.
Randolph and I didn't expect that you would follow the underwears down here. We were trying to have a private moment together for Valentine's Day. But you just seemed to always want to be included. We were hoping. I was wearing 30 pairs of underwear. And I was taking them off as I came down here. Or rendezvous with Randolph. No, I'll speak to you. I'll speak to you. Randolph also doesn't appreciate you wearing his ties. You've worn his ties and soiled them a number of times, Frank. Randolph.
I put them back. Oh,
But they were soiled.
they were soiled. I used them for.
Aw, little erotica?
You know what that is, Chantilly?
Well, Randolph did that. Randolph used to do that before we were together. We do that.
Is that what attracted you to him?
What attracted me to him is everything. I mean, there's just not a flaw there. There are no flaws with Randolph. That's what attracted me to him.
Yeah, I'm sure you believe that, Chantilly. Just like I believe there are no flaws about you. Even the fact that you have an imaginary lover living with you in this row house with us.
I don't know why you insist on saying he's imaginary. I really think you should see someone, Frank. I really think you should see some. No, I'll speak to him. I really think that you should go in for counseling or something because this fixation you have on me and my underwears and it's too much. And frankly, Frank, it's putting a lot of strain on my relationship with Randolph.
I see.
Maybe you should get a girlfriend. I don't know, the name Roxanne is nice. She looks like a Roxanne. She looks like a Roxanne.
There's no one else here.
Well, Roxanne's over there. She looks like your type. Say hi.
Hi, Roxanne. Do you speak, Roxanne?
I like your face.
All right. What do you think is going on here? Any thoughts? Can these two ever be together?
Can these four ever
I'm fairly convinced that Chantilly herself was an imaginary person. And so for one's imaginary lover to also have an imaginary lover, and then to also conjure up another imaginary lover to throw you off their trail, that is an intense level of self-deception and self-loathing.
It's a real Trudy Chase situation when you fragment yourself like that. And then, I mean, intentionally saying underwears, like, what is this? Why is he doing that? And I feel like he had maybe some issues with someone in his past who was named Randolph, who was a foreigner, who was, you know, wore underwears.
That's true. But I think when someone is at this critical point of being so self-fragmented and self-loathing, they are ripe for the emotional picking. And the very next woman, actual woman, to come into this man's life, it could be a census taker.
Could be his mother.
Could be his mother. He is going to lock onto her the way a baby duckling might lock onto imprinting.
Yeah.
And that kind of bond, ladies and gentlemen, is where love can truly blossom. All right, let's explore another relationship. Yeah.
Another.
What about those of you who are currently in a couple or who have been in a real couple, something that you appreciate about your partner? A quality, a behavior.
If they're present, you could make something.
Yeah, it could be, what was that?
Cleanliness.
Cleanliness. Excellent. Thank you.
Did I get it? Did I get it?
Well, Jennifer, I'm going to say yes, but first I'm going to say there was nothing there. But I know you don't like it when I say there was nothing there, so I'm just going to go with yes. Yes, you got it. It's totally gone. The spider is gone. It's gone. You got it. You got it.
Simon.
Jennifer? I mean, my parents are, they're waiting downstairs.
I want to look my best.
You look great.
I spent hours on my eyebrows and they just look ridiculous now.
No, they look normal. They look like normal eyebrows.
That
how
doesn't
they
look like normal. Look at the
That's,
mirror.
I,
That
it's
does not
the
look like.
same. It's the same. I see that. You look great.
That's because we don't have a proper magnifying mirror. I think that's what the problem is.
You missed 2 days of work when I got you that mirror.
No, and then
I broke it on purpose because you need that job. You need that job. Now, you look great. There's nothing wrong. This house has been scoured top to bottom
I don't.
3 times in a row.
I'm worried about your mother.
You don't have to worry about my mother. She's fine. She likes you.
You think so?
I know so. Or anyway, I suspect it. She's going to say so any day.
Really?
Really.
It's just my eyebrows are too bushy. I saw her like she wasn't even looking at me. She was looking above it. I just felt like.
She has a lazy eye. That is not skepticism. She's not scrutinizing things. She's just looking on.
That's not something that's.
No, I saw someone about that when I was younger, and they helped me to get over it. Maybe you should see someone.
About your mother.
No, about, sure, about my mother.
Can I just make an observation?
Yes.
Yeah. You know what I'm gonna say?
You're gonna say I've got charcoal all over my face again?
No, that was just that one time.
Okay.
I'm gonna say, I just wanna floss you really quick. No, I just wanna do a really quick flossing.
We flossed together this morning. Do you
No,
remember
but
that?
then you had that
really
broccoli.
don't.
Then you had that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, God. Uh-huh.
Okay.
Hey, gentle.
No, but see, now it's bleeding. If it's bleeding, it means that they're not tough enough. And you
Ow,
What?
Oh. That was rough.
Yeah. Now they're really bleeding a lot.
Oh, no.
Just worried about her. Because I know you guys are really connected, you know. And I feel like if I could just be perfect, then if she can't find anything wrong I'm just gonna put the floss in the sink. Floss in there.
We can't. Just leave the floss in the sink.
You do have some charcoal on your face.
What?
You do have some charcoal on your face. Did you see it?
Oh, God.
Is that? Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, God, it's getting worse.
It's getting worse.
Can you go downstairs and tell my parents that tonight's no good? I should come back in the
I'm just gonna scream. I'm just gonna scream from here because I like feel spiders coming out of my feet. What are you gonna do?
This place is a mess. Okay. All right. So some people who cohabitate don't realize this. You can hire people to clean. It is a lifesaver. Zach,
Oh my gosh.
Barb and I actually hired somebody, and we were like on the verge, I think, of just
Divorcing.
Divorcing. And, just having
I wouldn't
that
even say
extra-
verge. I would say.
I mean, proceedings had begun.
Yeah.
Having that housekeeper there to not only clean up,
Right.
but also
I felt
sort
like
of.
I had to behave a little bit in
Mhm.
front of her because you
Yeah.
know there's a third party there. She doesn't,
Yeah.
you know you, so you've got to
She
be on
could
your best
testify.
behavior.
She could
Yeah.
testify. So, yeah, it was a lifesaver for us. There were obviously some issues concerning cleanliness in this couple,
There were.
but I think, wow, when you talk about chemistry together and just sort of seeing the world through the same lens,
Oh my God.
I mean, I can imagine these two vacationing together, talking to hotel maids together, absolutely.
I feel like if we'd let this go for another 20 minutes, they would have just been covered in charcoal and spiders. It would have been great, you know?
For them,
For them, it would have been
every
great.
imaginary blemish that they removed or scoured down to, I think brought them closer together.
Yes, yes.
And so,
And that's
so
beautiful.
it is beautiful. Whatever might look like a
Dysfunction,
dysfunction,
crippling, mania. It's not always bad.
Yeah.
You know?
because it can be a duet. in
If
the-
you match your crazy with someone else,
It's not crazy
It's
anymore.
not
It's not, it's not crazy anymore. That is, I mean, that's
we don't
basic
even use the
psychiatry.
word crazy.
No, I mean,
Because
except in
one
the
of us is
nickname,
not allowed
by
to
the
use
way.
it anymore.
That's right.
That's right.
Another challenge that people have faced in a dating relationship. And
Honesty.
Honesty? So how was that a challenge? They were honest or they were not honest?
The latter.
They were not honest, and you wanted them to be honest?
Generally, yeah.
Generally,
Yeah.
you wanted them to be
Throw some
honest.
truths in there.
Okay, so, fantastic. Honesty. Great. Tell me. I want to hear it. I want to know. Jacqueline, yes, you. Exactly. Now you've started.
I
You
slept
can-
with your brother. I slept with your brother. Twice. All right, that was a lie 3 times. So far.
Okay, so it sounds like you're.
The first time was a mistake. I mean, an accident, right? Y'all look alike. It could have happened to anyone who was dating you and secretly fantasized about your brother. It could have happened to anyone. Yeah?
And the second time?
The second time was just sheer guilt. You know? Maybe if you do it again, it won't feel so bad, and you don't have to be guilty about the first time. Ended up feeling worse. That's why I had to go for number 3. That was hard. That was, I mean, that was difficult for me to do. It was difficult for him to do as well. And I think, you know, obviously he cares about you a lot. We both do. We really both do. I think it was out of love that we had that third, you know, we felt so bad about hurting you so much, we sort of took solace in each other's, yeah. So, but the thing is that now that I've said it, it's going to be fine, right? Because you said, just be honest with me and everything will be fine. I'm going to hold you to that, is the thing. Because that's what you said, and I hope you weren't lying.
Oh.
It's just 3 times.
Okay, yeah, but see, he's upstairs in
Yeah,
our bed
yeah.
right now.
Yeah. And I mean, I'm not here.
So I have this weird feeling like you're maybe planning a 4th time.
You never know what's going to happen. You never know what the next few minutes are going to bring. You just don't. I mean, I don't live my life that way. And he certainly doesn't.
No, he does not.
No, he doesn't.
Oh,
yeah.
So I was supposed to be out of town this weekend.
That's right.
At a convention.
And you lied.
No,
It got canceled.
it got canceled
whatever,
because
but-
of a blizzard there, so
Yeah.
no incoming flights. So I come home, my brother's car is here.
Yes. Yes.
I come in,
Yes. Yes.
and if I'm understanding correctly,
Yeah.
in the last 3 hours, you have slept with my brother 3 times. Okay.
It happened very, I mean, It's just a huge cycle of emotions. I mean, like I said, that first time, oh shit, I
Yeah.
thought it was you, even though you said you were gonna be out of town.
Right, yeah, that part. That part. Did he say anything about the convention, or?
No,
I
I
mean,
just
what
jumped
was
when
it?
he came
Oh,
out, so I
okay.
jumped.
Uh-huh.
And then,
Right.
then again,
Do you want this to work out? Or do you just want?
see, I feel like no matter what I say in this minute, you're not gonna believe me.
No, I will. I will. Let me say
Cause
this.
you,
Let me say this. It seems like you are more interested in my brother than in me.
well, you
And
can't,
earlier
you can't
you-
extrapolate from the last 3 hours.
Earlier, you mentioned possibly fantasizing about him. I kind of picked up
I
on
was
that.
just trying to be honest. You asked me
Right,
to be
right.
honest.
Yes, exactly.
And
yeah.
now I'm being punished.
I'm not punishing you.
I'm being punished, you
I'm not
said.
punishing you.
All I had to do was be
I'm
honest.
talking. I'm just talking.
Okay.
Just, are you
I feel like I'm
saying that
being punished.
talking to me is punishment?
Okay.
Maybe you're feeling feelings now that feel like punishment.
I admitted to
But I'm
feeling
not-
guilt.
Right,
I
maybe
admitted to
that's.
feeling sexually
maybe you're
aroused by
feeling
your
even-
brother
maybe you're feeling
in an
even
uncontrollable
guilty.
way. And then I admitted to being upset about it.
Guilt. Are you still feeling guilty?
I don't know, I might need to fuck him again to find out.
I'm gonna go. Yep,
Wait,
that was all I
you
needed to
said
hear.
it was gonna
Right.
be fine. You said if I was honest, then it was gonna be fine, and you lied! You are a liar!
I feel like you are
I don't even wanna
expecting
hear
me to come upstairs with you and actively observe you screwing my brother as some weird act of forgiveness, but you're still transgressing our relationship.
I'm just saying it would be a nice gesture for you to be supportive. But you lied!
When did I lie?
Just lied!
I said I'm going.
It was gonna be okay. And you lied. I'm trying to be honest. I'm trying to be the honest woman that you say you want. I slept with him 4 times. There.
Wow.
Even more honest.
Wow. Was one of them while we were having this conversation?
No, that's ridiculous. A couple of months ago.
Okay, all right.
Some things it's better just to lie about. That's what keeps relationships together. Fantasy.
It is an important aspect. Who has lied to somebody that they were dating?
Who is cared enough to
Yes, fair enough about lying. Yes, absolutely. The interesting thing here for me was that I felt like there was a real permanent sort of chemistry between Jacqueline and the brother. Like that. When you're so drawn to somebody that come hell or high water, you've just got to bang them. To me, that is a sign.
You
I'm of the two of us, I am the believer that sex is an indicator of a healthy relationship.
and you do have an older brother who is very dashing. Malcolm.
Your point?
He exists. Out there. I'm just saying, you know, and I should have just lied about that. I think we all just learned something by watching that in that very moment.
Jacqueline should have lied about that.
That's what I said. Jacqueline should have lied about the brother. Because then feelings wouldn't have been hurt, things wouldn't have gotten awkward in front of an audience, and everything would have been fine. And Valentine's Day wouldn't have ended in a shitstorm of recriminations and complicated divorce.
Right, yes, she should have.
She should have lied.
She should have lied. Indeed. Okay, we have time for one more brief scene.
Oh, yes, another
another
brief scene.
characteristic that you
Yeah,
appreciate
just
or
pretend.
have appreciated
Just
in a
pretend.
partner, a dating. Yes, just pretend
All
here.
made up.
Leaving weird notes for one another.
Leaving weird notes. This was something you liked?
Yep.
Okay, awesome. Leaving weird notes for one another. Thank you, honey.
Welcome.
I like your genitalia as well.
Francis, I really like your genitalia. Really like it. I really wanted you to whip that out at your meeting today, so that like when you're doing your presentation, suddenly you'd be like, oh, I'm so reinforced by what Sandra said. I love her in my life.
That is what happened. You put this on an index card for my presentation.
Yeah.
I was in the middle of a PowerPoint deck,
Yeah.
and I said this.
Did it work?
Well, I said this as our CEO's photograph popped up. I was
really
about
like
to
it.
talk about the company values. And so, yeah, it was funny. It was funny, and then it wasn't. Did you get my note?
I did get your note. I didn't really understand it.
What do you mean you didn't understand?
Well, because it says eggs, honey, and Miracle Whip.
I don't know what that's like. Is there a hidden meaning or?
Yeah, you're my honey. I am worried about your eggs getting old because we keep talking about having a baby, but you're not pregnant yet. And I'm gonna get a whip at this shop, which I did on my way home.
You did?
Yeah, you never understand my notes.
I thought it was a shopping list. So
You got those things?
I got actual Miracle Whip though. I didn't get a.
Okay, well, I got a, so maybe you can get your Miracle Whip and I'll get my Miracle Whip.
Miracle. Okay. But one thing is that the note in the job with the CEO. Did you get fired?
Yeah.
Oh. Okay. Because then we have more time to make a baby.
Good thinking.